Hi everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Now we are going to study about question number 21, that is related to EMF and internal resistance of a cell. What is cell and what is its EMF and internal resistance, and how the questions will be asked based on that. To understand everything related to it, first thing, what is EMF of a cell? So a cell is a device which can produce a constant potential difference across any element. And there are two terminals when you consider a positive terminal and one negative terminal and having constant potential difference. And that constant potential difference across the terminals of the cell, we call it as EMF. So EMF is nothing but potential difference between the terminals when it is open. Open means it is not connected to any of the element. Then the potential difference between the two terminals, we call it as EMF, or the electromotive force, nothing but work done per unit charge in moving from one terminal to another terminal is defined as EMF of the cell. And between the terminals of the cell, whatever medium is there, now that material offers opposition to current flow or charge flow, and that we call it as internal resistance. So internal resistance we denote with a symbol R so that we can represent like this. This is epsilon EMF, this is internal resistance R. So or else simply you can represent like, so we can represent like simply epsilon comma R, means EMF epsilon and resistance R. Now what is the difference between EMF and potential difference of a cell? So when you consider a cell and if it is open, the potential difference is epsilon. So there is no potential drop across its internal resistance. Now the potential difference is equal to epsilon. But when you connect the cell across one element, then the potential difference between terminals equal to epsilon minus or plus or minus IR. Now the question is when it is plus, when it is minus. So when you consider a cell, there are two options like current drawing from the cell or we are charging, means it's like discharging. This is the case of discharging. This is the case of charging. Now in case of discharging, V equal to epsilon minus IR, and in case of charging, V equal to epsilon plus IR. This actually we calculate from Kirchhoff's laws. And whenever we are dealing with cells and multiple cells connected in circuit, we need to apply those Kirchhoff's laws also, like Kirchhoff junction law and Kirchhoff voltage loop law. So that application is also important in solving numericals based on cells, multiple cells in a circuit. Now when there are multiple cells, sometimes the question will be asked based on grouping of cells. Like if this is one cell and this is another cell, this is epsilon 1 R1, this is epsilon 2 R2, Now it is equivalent to one cell of epsilon and R, where epsilon will become epsilon 1 plus epsilon 2 and R will become R1 plus R2. Here, positive terminal of one cell is connected to negative terminal. If the polarity reversed like this, then the epsilon will become epsilon 1 minus epsilon 2, but still R will remain as R1 plus R2. This is series connection. This is nothing but series connection. Now, similar way, we can also connect the cells in parallel connection. Now, when you consider parallel connection, like this is one cell and this is another cell, now we have connected just like resistors. Now it is equivalent to one single cell of EMF epsilon and R. Like this is epsilon 1 R1, this is epsilon 2 R2. Then epsilon equal to epsilon 1 by R1 plus epsilon 2 by R2 by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 and 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This way we can understand. And sometimes they will give n cells of equal EMF and resistance. Then in series, epsilon resultant will become n into epsilon and R resultant will become nr. And in parallel, epsilon parallel equal to epsilon only, because in parallel it remains same. But 1 by R parallel equal to 1 by R plus 1 by R, so on, nothing but Rp equal to R by N. Now, in series connection, if polarity is reversed, suppose out of N, M cells in reverse polarity in series connection, then the resultant EMF will become epsilon S will become N minus 2M into epsilon. M cells will cancel M more cells EMF. Like just example I am telling. 1, 2 and 1 is reverse. Now epsilon, epsilon, epsilon. Total 3 are there. But 3 minus, see this 1 will cancel this one. So minus 2. So N minus, total minus 2 into M. M is 1. So N minus 2M number of cells remain effective. So such kind of question they will ask based on the combination of cells. Also, sometimes they'll give mixed grouping. I'll just tell you. Mixed grouping means if there are M cells in each row, and like this. That means there are M cells in each row, N cells in each row, and there are M rows are there. Then it is equivalent to, so each row is equal to now N epsilon comma NR. Each row same. Like that, now all are in parallel, so the resultant will become one single EMF. As they are connected in parallel, EMF is same N epsilon, but resistance will become NR by M. So this combination, if we connect to an additional external resistance capital R, then the current will become N epsilon by R plus NR by M. Now for maximum power transfer theorem, so the minimum number of cells condition is NR by M equal to capital R. So this is how sometimes they will ask question based on mixed grouping, means Equal EMFs will be there, but they will connect multiple number of cells in series and parallel. So some number of cells in one row and such kind of many rows they will give. So this is what the basic information we needed to solve the questions based on these things. Let's see few examples so that we can understand how the questions will be asked. Now, a battery of EMF 2 volt and internal resistance R is connected in series with a resistance of 10 ohm through an ammeter of resistance 2 ohm. The ammeter reads 50 milliampere. Draw the circuit diagram and calculate the value of R. A battery of EMF 2 volt, EMF 2 volt and internal resistance R is connected in series with a resistor 10 ohm through an ammeter, and ammeter resistance is 2 ohm. Now the current, that means ammeter reads the current as 50 milliampere. Draw the circuit diagram and calculate the value of R. Now here we need to find the internal resistance. Now here the current I equal to epsilon by R plus 10 plus 2. All are in series connection. Now the current value they have given as 50 milliampere and epsilon value is 2 by R plus 12. Now R plus 12 equal to, this is 2 by, this value will become 0.05. That means 200 by 5. So 40 will become. Then R will become 40 minus 12. That is 38. So this way you need to understand how to solve the question. Sorry, small correction. 40 minus 12 is 28, not 38. So this way you try to understand how the internal resistance and EMF can be related. See, internal resistance of the cell nothing but a resistor connected in series with cell, just like that. If you consider remaining whatever external resistances they will connect, that you have to take in connection with that resistor, just like series and parallel connection of resistors. Now, one more question. In the circuit shown in figure, E1, E2 they have given. So they are like series connection. Now I can make it into one single EMF now connected across resistance capital R. This is epsilon and R. Now epsilon equal to epsilon 1 plus epsilon 2 because series and same polarity. So that is 10 plus 4, that is 14 volt. And R is so R1 plus R2, that is how much, both are same, 1 plus 1, 2 ohm. Now capital R is how much? 2 ohm. So that the current equal to epsilon by capital R plus small r. That is epsilon value how much they have given? Sorry, how much we got? 14. Now 14 by 2 plus 2, that is 14 by 4. Now potential difference across the cell means you have to take epsilon minus IR. Now here current will flow in this circuit like this. So for both the cells, if you consider, the current is coming from the positive terminal means discharging. So in case of discharging, V equal to epsilon minus IR. So after finding I, we have to find V1 equal to epsilon 1 minus I1 R1. Like here I am writing. So V1 equal to epsilon 1 minus IR1. V2 equal to epsilon 2 minus IR2. So after finding I, you can substitute and calculate the values. Now here one more question. Find the EMF and internal resistance of a single battery which is equivalent to a combination of 3 batteries. Now if you consider these two are in parallel, so the effective EMF will become epsilon 1 by R1. So 10 by 2 minus here 4 by 2 because they connected in opposite polarity. So epsilon 1 by R1 minus epsilon 2 by R2 by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Then you will get the resultant. How much it will become? This is 6 by 2, 3, 3 by 1, 3 we got it. Now we can replace like 1 is 6 volt, 1 ohm. Now the resultant is like this. See, this is 10 and this is 4. Who is dominating? 10. That's why you have to take the resultant also same like that dominating one. So here negative terminal is here positive terminal. How much the resultant EMF? 3. Now 2 connected in series parallel means the resultant resistance is 1. Now both are in series but with reverse polarity. So it is equivalent to one single EMF, that is 6 minus 3 equal to 3 volt. If they are having same polarity means 6 plus 3, 9 and 1 in series. So the resistance will become 2 ohm. This way you need to understand how to find the effective EMF of two cells in parallel or series. Such kind of questions also they can ask. Now n identical cells are joined in series with two cells A and B with reversed polarities. So like this. Now n cells are joined in series with two cells A and B with reverse polarities. Like now one here A and another one here B, they connected in reverse polarities. Each cell is of EMF epsilon and internal resistance R, then potential difference across cell A or B. Now see here, this is the current drawing. Now current equal to epsilon effective by resistance effective. Now n cells are there means n minus 2 into 2 into epsilon, because out of n, m cells are connected wrongly means n minus 2m is effective one, divided by n into r. All are having same internal resistance. Now they are asking potential difference across A or B. Now the potential difference will become for A or B, it is like current will enter in them charging. So epsilon plus IR it will become. Now epsilon plus I value is n minus 4 into epsilon by nr. Epsilon plus I value is n minus 4 into epsilon by nr into r. So r cancel. So now if you take the equation, then you will get the answer just like epsilon plus n minus 4 by n into epsilon. Now next question, one last and final question. If the potential difference across the internal resistance R1 is equal to the EMF E of the battery. Now in this circuit, they are telling potential difference across the internal resistance R1. So V across R1 means I into R1. That is equal to EMF epsilon or E. So here first what is the both the connection is they are in series. So that they become like resultant epsilon plus epsilon 2 epsilon and this is R1 plus R2. Now it is connected across capital R. So that the current in the circuit I will become 2 epsilon by R plus R1 plus R2. Now, V across R1 means I R1 equal to epsilon. So, I is nothing but 2 epsilon by R plus R1 plus R2 into R1 equal to epsilon. Epsilon, epsilon cancel. Now, 2R1 equal to R plus R1 plus R2. Now, if you bring this side, now R1 minus R2 it will become. So, capital R is R1 minus R2. So, according to the given condition, if you take equation and if you solve it, then you will get the answer. So, this is how you can solve the questions related to what is cell EMF, internal resistance, what is the EMF and what is the potential difference across the terminals of cell and how we can connect them in series and parallel and all the conditions. So what is the effective EMF, what is the effective EMF in series and parallel connection, what is the multiple mixed grouping like series and parallel combination together. So all those things based on that they will ask the question. So please try to remember one thing that in case of charging and discharging, the potential difference across the terminals of the battery is different. That is epsilon minus IR in case of discharging, epsilon plus IR in case of charging. Now based on the same thing I have given practice in questions. Also there are 4 questions based on the from NCERT. So try to solve each and every question. We'll meet in the next class with the next question. Thank you all of you.